Bless you, a Dvar Torah for Vezot Habrachah. We love everyone the same. We have no favorites. Even if this sentence is true in your family, in the biblical family with the capital T, there's no doubt that the favorite tribe is none other than Asher. What? I hear your cries of astonishment and disbelief across distance and time. Are you sure you don't mean Yoseph with his technicolor coat, or Yehudah who becomes the leader? Maybe Levi who inherits the Kehunah? How did you conclude that Asher is the favorite tribe? Tell you the truth, I was surprised by this conclusion as well, but when I read Baruch מבנים asher yehi רצוי אחיו in this week's parashah, it didn't seem to leave me any choices. Although, according to Ramban, it's impossible to interpret Moshe's blessing to Asher by saying that he should be the favorite or preferred tribe. After all, this would lead to jealousy among the tribes, and in practice, Asher doesn't seem to enjoy a favorite status. Many commentators, including Ramban himself, point out different ways to explain that. One, the intention is not that Asher is preferred, but that he, A, will beget many sons. This is according to Sifri, according to how Ramban explains him, or B, has already begotten many sons, Sifri according to Minchat Yehuda, or 2, needs affirmative action because he, A, is mentioned last in Moshe's blessings, this is according to Shadal, B, he's the one who told his brothers about Reuven's transgression with Bilhah, but wasn't believed or forgiven for many years. Or 3, he is indeed the favorite because A, his country is rich, this is according to most commentators, B, he makes peace, this is according to Sifri again, and C, he has high-quality daughters who marry high-ranking aristocracy, this is according to Rashi and others. If you feel like you're drowning in a sea of information about a tribe you've never considered before, you're not alone. Asher was never on my radar either, and although this list has already undergone an initial fine-tuning, I want to focus on the last point, and only the last point. It should be mentioned, Asher is blessed b'banim, with boys, רצוי אחיו, his brothers, both of whom are, how can I put this delicately, male. How, if so, did we determine that the blessing refers to his daughters? This question can be tackled from several angles. We can stay within the boundaries of the psukim and look for hints that mention female topics. For example, the continuation of the blessing refers to the immersion of his foot in oil, an act usually considered feminine. This can explain the need for commentators such as Rashi to end the blessing after one verse and not to continue with the next verse. Your shoes are from iron and copper. Where there are weapons and boots and armor and iron and copper, there are other uses for oil. Another way to approach the verses would be by gathering information about the tribe of Asher from other sources in Tanakh. From our very first meeting with Asher, he is associated with women. When he's born, Leah, his mother's mistress, says, Be'oshri ki ishruni banot, meaning 1, Rashbam, thanks to this birth, I will gain the approval of the girls around me, or 2, Radat Hoffman, thanks to him, I will be the happiest among girls. Whatever the interpretation, this quality is significant enough to earn him his name. It doesn't end there. In the list of those going to Egypt, Serach, the only granddaughter to be mentioned, is Asher's daughter. Additionally, she is one of the few women counted among the Israelites immediately before entering Canaan. The commentators give several reasons for mentioning her. The Yerushalmi translation says she gave the good news to Yaakov that Yoseph was still alive. Rashi said that she lived until she entered the land of Israel and beyond, talking about many years later. Ramban says that she was the stepdaughter and had a large family named after her. Be the reason what it may be, counting her is an exception to the family norm. Another time girls are mentioned unexpectedly is another list in Dvar Yamim. Dvar Yamim has many more lists, and several names of significant women are included. Most of these women, however, are famous for their deeds or families, such as Tzruya, Yoav Avishai and Asael's mother, or Avigail, Amasa's mother, who are both King David's sisters. Other women on the list are revealed by Chazal, such as Atzlelfoni, who we find out is Shimshon's mother. Asher's daughters continue to star on this list, however, as Serach is joined by Shua, another woman who enters the list for no apparent reason. We don't know anything about her. This list is strengthened by Chazal and the commentators in the interpretations we have already mentioned. Malkiel is the father of Berazit, whose daughters were married to various parts of the Israeli aristocracy, according to Bereshit Rabbah, kings and Kohanim, who are anointed with the anointing oil. And according to Bereshit Rabbah, Asher conquered more through his daughters than Yehudah conquered using his army. If we had more time, we could have shown that when the Torah writes that Asher is blessed by boys, it actually refers to the qualities that are considered in the Tanakh to be masculine, as we alluded in the verse that referred to the iron and copper, where the commentators explain that the land of Asher is the lock to Eretz Yisrael, no one can enter through there. Or according to Divrei Yamim, which praises the heads of Asher's families for their superb warlike attributes. But I don't like to spread jealousy among the tribes. I am only Dovi Holtz, one who loves Tanakh.